Hi, Lee Farnell here, and thanks for listening to Leading Your Best Life. Now, if you're in business, running your own business, you're a sales manager, a business owner, you need to know what is happening in today's market when it comes to what customers want from salespeople. So if you're in the business of sales or anywhere near sales, stay tuned. Welcome back. In the previous podcast, I was talking about customer buying experience in my mate Chris and the tyre business where the phone wasn't even answered. I also dug up from the vault one of my podcasts which talks about selling to senior management, selling to the C-suite. And that was a live session I did in a workshop up in Malaysia with my Asian client, the client that had 13 countries across Asia. We were working with their national and international sales teams, and we were helping them get better at selling to the C-suite. And it talked about you being able to mitigate risk and bring in information and insights, the salesperson as an educator. And so here's a great article I've come across from a guy called Ken Dooley, and he's talking about some research from the Sales Executive Council in Washington. He said 5 things customers want from their salespeople, and it really opened up my eyes, but it supported what I was talking about in the selling to the C-suite, presentation. 5 top attributes they listed, because most salespeople think it's all about selling a solution, or it's all about selling a product, or it's all about getting the best price, or it's all about negotiation. But look at this. This is fantastic. 5 top attributes. 1, the good salesperson offers unique and valuable perspectives on the market. That is what's happening in today's market. Customers look to salespeople to help them identify new opportunities to cut costs or increase revenue or penetrate new markets or mitigate risk in ways that they themselves have not yet recognised. Make a note of that. They've not yet recognised. In other words, you're helping shine light on new opportunities that the customer hasn't recognised, because the customer's so busy working in their business that they sometimes don't see opportunities that are there. And what sets the best salespeople apart is not the quality of their products, but the value of their insights. The value of their insights. So how can you get better insights? And in fact, that's what we did in that workshop, was we helped brainstorm what are some of the insights we bring to the table as a client organisation. In this case, it was British Standards Institute, BSI. What insights can we bring to the table? So what insights can you bring to the table? It's well worth doing a brainstorm of what insights you can bring to the table. In my case, it's bringing insights to the table around how to get the best out of state, national or international sales teams. Yes, I bring insights on a range of other things, but what I specialise in is state, national and international sales teams. Sure, I do work with individual consultants and friends and organisations in terms of optimising performance, but usually it's in and around team, communication and a whole range of other things. So point 2, helps me navigate alternatives. Customers look for salespeople who can clearly differentiate themselves from the pack. They look for salespeople who can explain why they're more valuable than others in the industry. So these people are able to stand apart and pinpoint areas where their unique advantages intersect with the customer's critical needs. Now that's a great image in itself. What are the customer's critical needs, and then what are the unique advantages that intersect that you bring to the table to help that customer? Customers don't want to hear that there's only one way or a single solution. Options are essential because they create dialogue and discussion. And that's why we talk about co-creating the plan, co-creating the solution, co-creating the intervention with the client. As we say, involvement equals ownership equals commitment. You want the client committed to the outcome, co-create it with them. And that's a tool and a system that we work with people, which then, as we say, helps people navigate alternatives. They have options. Point 3, in terms of the top 5 attributes: 1, offering unique and valuable perspectives; 2, help navigate alternatives; 3, provide ongoing advice or consultation. Customer loyalty is much less about what you sell and much more about how you sell. The best salespeople don't win through the quality of their products, but through the quality of the insight they deliver as part of the sale itself. They win customer loyalty not by discovering what customers already know they need, but by teaching them a new way of thinking altogether. teaching them a new way of thinking altogether. And that's where my client David Horlock at BSI said, Lee, you brought a new language and a new thinking to our sales, our business generation process. Customers want salespeople to present innovative solutions to problems. Customers want to be educated, but in a friendly, not like a know-it-all talking down to you. We talk about partnership, working with the customer as a partner. So in my case, I'm working with the customer as a sales growth, business growth partner. My good friend David Osborne works in recruiting. We talk about a recruiting partner, and other friends work in the area of HR. They're HR partners. I know other friends work in the area of occupational health and safety, so they become health and safety partners, working hand in hand with the customers, presenting innovative solutions. And they look for responsiveness and creativity. And we can't do it that way, we can do it another way. Let me think of another alternative for you. So you're being responsive and creative. Think about it. So how can you be responsive or more responsive and more creative? Tip 4, top salespeople in this market, show me how to avoid potential landmines. Customers look for salespeople who understand their needs better than they do. These salespeople teach customers new perspectives specifically tailored to the most pressing business needs. Salespeople have to know their customers' business better than they know it themselves. Only then can they show the customers different ways to think about their business and how to avoid potential pitfalls. So that's why, as a salesperson, you want to see yourself as a partner embedded into the client business, which is why you pop by and spend time on a Friday night or at a function. You spend time with the customer, picking up data, picking up information, picking up intelligence that you can then use to help them avoid potential landmines. Risk mitigation. Point 5, great salespeople, good salespeople, educate me on new issues and outcomes. Customers want someone who can challenge their assumptions. And that's what we found. Top salespeople are able to challenge customers' thinking and assumption. So therefore, what data, what information or insight can you provide that changes their thinking about their business? As technology opens new doors, overwhelmed customers find themselves looking for someone to guide them through the challenges they face. So how can you be a better guide helping your customers meet and navigate the challenges they face? Now, what are some of the key tools you have to do there? Well, first of all, you've got to develop credibility and trust. You've got to become the trusted advisor, bringing to the table innovative, highly differentiated solutions. You've got to therefore do your homework. And you've got to focus on results and relationships, not just results and not just relationships. It's got to be results and relationships. So get out there and market yourself more, because it's a super competitive market and you've got to be using everything from personal visits, emails, phone, social media, and always having something of value to say or share with them. Wow, I didn't know that. Gee, that's fantastic. I can use that right now. Therefore, go to school on your competitors. Go to school on your competitors, because they've never been more aggressive or vulnerable than they are right now. So top defensive strategies for dealing with the price slasher, for example. The other point here is focus on your long-term vision rather than short-term results. Take the time to renew your goals weekly so you're focused on the long term. Manage yourself. Use the daily planner, the weekly planner, the 90-day sales planner. So you are working a plan and then build into the plan, recharging and renewing yourself on a daily, weekly, monthly, 90-day, 6 monthly, and 12 monthly renewal plan. Some great points in this article, so thanks to Matthew Dixon for that. And as we say at the Sales Executive Council in Washington, D.C., super powerful and useful. So there you are. 5 things customers want from their salespeople and 5 things you can be doing to build credibility and trust and positioning yourself so that you're sticking for the long term with the customer. If you want to lead your best life, you do need to be leading your best sales life as well, because sales is the pointy end of the business, and if that's your business, you want to grow, you need to make sure you and the people responsible for sales in your organisation are using the very best tools and information. Too many people, it's hit and miss. Manufacturing and health and safety and a whole range of areas in business have got way more professional, but sales at times gets left behind, not using the latest techniques, not using the latest systems that we call the ecosystem of positivity. A high-performing sales ecosystem. Want to find out more? Touch base. And by the way, do share this with friends, subscribe, give me some feedback, give me a review. Look forward to hearing from you to help you and your friends lead your best life. See you next time.